We go. We're ready. Call the meeting to order. It's our Planning Commission meeting for Monday, November 17. Item 1 on our agenda is approving the minutes of the last time that we gathered, which was on November 3rd.
I'll second it.
Mike's got the motion. Tina's got the second on the minutes as written. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. That carries. So public hearings, the first one we've got up tonight is the final plat approval for the Jazzy First Edition. So we're going to go right to our city staff, and Harry's got that, by the way, it looks. Harry Davis. Got it.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. Good.
That's a really nice plat. You guys have done a bang-up job. That I look forward to seeing that in Faribault.
It's a lot of floodplain, actually.
Did we get DNRs?
Yeah, the DNR's got to sign off on that.
Right.
Okay, now we're ready.
Okay.
I see it on mine.
Yeah, we've got it.
Yeah, but you're talking about YouTube. All right. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good evening, Commissioners. So the item in front of you is the resolution to approve the final plat for Jazzy's First Edition. My computer lags through. There we go. The applicant is Nate Snyder with County E LLC, and the current owner is Lampert Yards Inc., but it will be County E LLC by the time it goes through the recording process. The location is 801 4th Street Northwest. You'll know by the owner, but it's the old Lampert's building, and the proposal is a final plat. The property is right next to the railroad along Highway 60, just across from Midwest Storage and the upcoming Midwest Flats. Here's the property outlined in yellow. So it's mostly a commercial area. There's a little bit of industrial to the south of this property, but generally pretty commercial, especially along Highway 60. And then here's the zoning map. So the zoning map and the land use kind of are at least similar in this sense. So this kind of gives you an idea as to what's immediately adjacent. And the final plat is to combine the two lots that make up the Lampert's or the old Lampert's building into one property, and that's to facilitate redevelopment of the property. This is the preliminary plat which was approved earlier this year. So the preliminary plat, just to rehash the idea behind this, is that there's an existing lot line that goes through that existing building. And so what we're trying to do is get rid of that lot line so that when the hopefully future owners or future occupants of this building come in, pull a building permit, that they won't have to put a firewall along the property line that bisects the building, and as a result severely reduce the capabilities of the interior of that building. So the final plat, all it seeks to do is just combine these properties so that ultimately it's just one property. Just so happens that it's across two different subdivisions. Otherwise, we might be looking at something that would be more of a minor subdivision potentially. But this is across two different subdivisions, so the process that we have to go through. For final plat, the criteria is met for a final plat. It's very consistent and similar to the preliminary plat, and so we do feel like that this meets all of our zoning requirements. So we are recommending that you forward, eventually once my computer catches up, forward to City Council this resolution, which approves the requested final plat based on the criteria and findings in said resolution. With that, I'm happy to take any questions.
Do we have any questions for Harry on this one, Tina?
When we listened to this for the preliminary plat, there was a comment in the report that talked about the title report was pending. And the only reason why I bring that up is you don't have to abandon the interior lot utility easements that are generally standard. Are you sure they're not there? Because last time we had to come back and formally abandon them. So I'm just asking you, did you get a title report yet to check?
Sure, yeah, we do have a title report. There are no hidden easements. So really, the difference between this plat and the other plat, and I think that you're referring to the Malika project. So
yeah.
the Malika project, that plat is a much more recent plat where we would have required that. And honestly, that was more of a miss on the surveyor not to provide that. It's a little bit on staff in that we didn't check the preceding plat, but it's really on the surveyor because that's what they're asked to do, is provide those easements. We feel pretty confident in what the applicant has proposed, along with the surveying that they've done, as well as the title commitment that they've provided. So we don't anticipate any hidden easements in between these two lots.
That was it. I just questioned the
Got it. Do I have any other questions on that? We'll open up to public hearing. So everything that we do, this is the official part of the public hearing. We've had the presentation. We've asked any clarifying questions. If you have anything to say to us, the developer, property owners, neighbors, whatever, just come up one at a time, name, address, company you represent. When public hearing's done, then we're going to come back up here. We'll talk about it some more. Somebody will make a motion to do something. We'll vote on that motion. We're a recommending body to the city council, and then it goes to them, and you get to come back next week and watch them do this. So that's it. Any public input on this final plat request? I'm fine with it. I just got to check all the boxes. So I have asked, and we are closing public hearing now. So there's no public input. Back up here to the planning commission for discussion, a motion.
Sure.
Steve.
I move for approval of the final plat.
Got a motion and a second on the final plat as presented to us tonight. Is there any discussion on this at all? We've certainly seen it enough through. We're good. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. That carries. Next Tuesday night for you folks. Now the next one, I know this is going to be awfully short. Harry, for B, Mighty Fine Coffee, and then the resolution, ordinance, resolution. So the 6 action items. Tell us where we're going with this.
Yes, Mr. Chair, and I apologize to everyone that was looking at the previous packet and was a little confused as to why we didn't have items for all of those. It's really in the staff report for the main agenda item. So, and it's what I've pulled up here. We've been working with the Mighty Fine Coffee people on some of their issues with their property in relation to their neighbor, and we've been working very closely with them for the past several months, and even before that with the original approvals that went through you guys earlier this year. We put all of these on the agenda in the hope that we would be able to bring this in front of you all, but we've received what we determined to be an incomplete application. We just don't have all the necessary bits and pieces that we need. So we need time to polish that with the applicant. What we believe, or at least what we hope, is that we'll be able to bring this to the first Planning Commission meeting in December 1st. So what we're asking for today is to just continue it, not table it, continue discussion on this item to the December 1st meeting.
To continue the action item.
Yes.
Continue the item in front of us. Got it. Okay.
Make a motion that we continue item number 3B to the meeting on December 1st.
Second.
Second.
Ed's got the second. So we've got a motion and a second. We all understand this. This is just coming. Art, go ahead. He asked for it to be at the next meeting.
I think Robert's rules, you've got to do a date. You can't just do.
And it's a different type of motion, but to continue specific. the way I understand it. Yep.
It's been published for notice of publication. So.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I don't want to add a ton to what already's been said, but basically, yes, because we've published it, people have been notified that there's a public hearing. We aren't ready for that, but if we continue it, then our city attorney has basically said, look, you've continued discussion on this. If anyone was to show up that would be interested in it, they would know. anyone else asks, hey, what happened at the planning commission, like they call us tomorrow, we can let them know that it's been continued. But that's generally the idea, so that we don't have to republish, send out new letters, that sort of thing. That's all we're trying to do right now.
Yep. Okay. Anything else? Got a motion? Got a second? Continue to the next meeting. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Done with that. Request to be heard, items for discussion, routine business. Got anything fun for us?
Mr. Chair, no, I currently don't have anything for items 4 through 6. If I could skip ahead to 7. So just to let you know, the Ivy Hill projects, or the Ivy Hill request, did move forward at City Council. I believe the only one that we still have to put on the next meeting is the ordinance for the rezoning, but everything else did pass. So Ivy Hill is moving forward. They did appreciate everyone's discussion and comments on variances, but I think ultimately where they landed is that this is going to be issues with redevelopment, and this is one where a variance seemed appropriate to grant.
Anything else from anybody? That's it. A motion to adjourn?
Move we adjourn.
Bart's got it first. You've got the second.
Second.
Bart's got the motion. Tina's got the second on adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no.